There we go. That's it. Perfect. Got to exaggerate
Why
it.
am I doing this again?
Oh, you got to get rid of those fat and thin shots, Andy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is a drill that Alex Noren does, so if it works for him, it's going to work for you. Boom. Look at
There
that.
we go. It must work.
Yeah, that's nice. Hi, it's Piers and Andy from Me and My Golf. It's time for my swing analysis. If you want to get a little bit more lag in your downswing, you need to watch this video. Let's take charge of your game. For your chance to win a swing analysis from myself and Andy, plus 12-month VIP memberships to both meandmygolf.com and 18 Birdies, this is what you need to do.
For your chance to win a swing analysis, simply click on the link in the description below where you can enter your details for a chance to win.
So big thank you to all those who've entered. We've had loads of entries this week. Let's see who the winner is.
Hey guys, thanks for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing what you find with my swing and helping me take charge. Thanks.
Congratulations, Jesse, and we hope you enjoy your membership to both 18 Birdies and meandmygolf.com. If you have any questions about that, please let us know. So Jesse is a 13 handicapper from Colorado, struggling with contact, Andy, fat and thin shots. The thin shot you can get away with, the fat shot obviously you can't. So let's have a look at the golf swing and we can see why this happens straight away. So as the golf club swings down, we can see that the wrist angles created between the lead forearm and the shaft are being unloaded very early in the downswing. So if we look when he strikes the golf ball, we can see it's a little bit of a heel strike actually on this one here, but the shaft is definitely going to be more laid back when he's hitting the golf ball, a lot of loft on it. Now this obviously tells you that the bottom of the swing arc could be very much before the golf ball. Now the one thing that you are doing, Jesse, is you are allowing for this with your ball position, which is actually the most clever thing you can do with this, because by allowing for it with your ball position, you're giving yourself a better strike. But the problem with this is by allowing for it, by moving the golf ball further back in your stance, you're actually hindering yourself from progressing forward. So we're going to talk to you a little bit about why the ball position is back in your stance and how it's, how it's helping you, but also how it's hindering you. But then we're going to give you a drill to create a little bit more angle in that shaft and forearm relationship. So Andy, you've got a little magnet there to help us out.
We have, yes. And I'd be interested to find out, we're not going to find out, probably not, but is it the ball position that's caused the early release, or is it the early release that's changed the ball position? Who knows, but they're both sort of helping and harming each other. So look, when the ball position is far back in the stance, we'll go from the front on camera here. If I move it, let's say, towards the back heel, which where Jesse's is pretty close to be. If I was to do a good backswing, wrist set, and if I can hold on to some of that wrist set during the downswing, when I come back to the golf ball now, what we're going to notice is that club face is going to want to point to the right.
Yep.
So the only way I can really get the club face square from here, if everything's good, is I have to release these angles like Jesse does.
Exactly.
You can see now I'm squaring that face, but I've dumped all this energy out very early. I haven't held on to the angles. Now, the problem is here, we can't tell him to create these angles with the same ball position because the ball would go right.
It's going to
so we need to see a change in the ball flight first, almost to sort of give him the green light to go, okay, now I can start to do this and create a better club face.
Yeah, and we can have a look at it, and we've looked in depth at the golf swing, and we can see that the right hand, your bottom hand, is a little bit too much over, which is causing the face to open a little bit. But this is maybe something that you've really struggled with in the past, where the club face has been extremely open, which has caused you to do this motion here again. Don't want the face pointing right. Done this motion to square the club face up. So Andy, I think the first thing we need to do is, let's just go with the right hand first of all, just show you how you're going to change that.
I'll bring that back in a moment. Okay, so right hand, as opposed to getting it too much over like so, what we're going to do is get it a little bit more on the side of the golf club. So we're going to approach it more from the side as opposed to on top and over, and we're going to have this sort of right thumb and V pointing to my right shoulder as opposed to getting it too much over this way. And this is just going to help strengthen the face and allow you again to create some angle in the downswing.
Okay.
Now when it comes to ball position, we always say a great guide is left side of the chest. Now if you think about where yours is on the right side of the chest. Now during practice and during play, we're not going to say, right, you need to go from here now to here, because you are going to really struggle with that.
You're going to be worse.
So it's going to be a little bit more of a progression. So what we would say maybe during practice is, let's practice with the ball in the center or slightly ahead of center, and that will be enough to cause a difference, but also help you and get some benefit from your practice as well.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to use the alignment stick
Yeah,
to help
definitely.
out there, yeah?
So I'm just going to literally place it right there like so. That's going to give me a guide. So now I know exactly where my ball position is, and that there is pretty central there. That feels back for me because I like to have mine forward.
Yeah, of course.
So that feels pretty, pretty back for me, but definitely a great guide and way to do it.
Okay, so what we're going to do from this ball position, I'd like you to go with Jesse's grip. So let's get the right hand weak on top of the club. Just do a mini swing for me. I've got TrackMan in play here. I want to see some key numbers here. So we're just going to do a mini swing, but you're going to release the club
from a
very
good
early.
ball position,
So
yeah?
this is the early release swing from a good ball position.
Okay, so good ball position. I'm just going to get this early release.
Look how high it's gone. Look how far left it's gone. And we can see there when you've struck the ground there. And that's the interesting thing here. TrackMan is struggling to pick that one up because you caught the ground so far before the golf ball there. Tack angle is actually pretty much level there, but we know for an iron there's no way we want you to be able to do that.
Ball went miles left as well.
Miles left
in the bushes,
and,
that one,
and very high. So that just shows you what will happen to you, Jesse, if you put that golf ball further forward in the stance. You're probably going to get a shot like that. So we need to give you a drill which is very much going to focus on how the right hand works. So let's get the grip neutral, but also how the right hand and arm works in the backswing, don't we?
Yeah.
And obviously the downswing.
So look, this is a great way to feel the set or the angle in the backswing. So we're just going to place the left hand on your right arm like so. We're going to swing back and we're going to create some bend in the right wrist. Great thing about bending the right wrist for the neutral grip, it gets the club face nice and square. We don't want to keep it sort of flat because that'll open the face. So we're going to bend the right wrist, keep everything nice and close here to the body. But the great thing about this, I've created the angle now. So I've created the angle on the way back. As we start the downswing, we're going to sort of really feel that the club stays in the air. And as we rotate through, gravity then will sort of take hold here, as opposed to us throwing that angle too early. We're going to feel we're going to set. We're going to keep that there nice and light, allow ourselves to rotate through, and you'll see then I can hold on to some of that angle for a little bit longer.
Yeah, really like that, really like that. So should we ever go hitting a golf shot doing this? Obviously you're going to go two-handed for this. We wouldn't recommend hitting the shot one-handed. And when you're holding your arm there, you're not really pushing it in, are you? You're just using it as a guide, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely, just lightly pressing against it. So creating the angle on the way back, feeling the nice sort of light pressure, and again sort of rotating through, feeling everything sort of stays there a little longer on the way down.
So same effort that you put in for the last shot. And this is really simple, Jesse. This is just something that it will take time, but it is very simple.
You can see the ball again going a little further to the right.
4.5 degrees down on that one there, massive difference on that. The height, probably half the height actually than what you hit before. So I think looking at this here, Jesse, that, you know, as we said, it's very simple. Now, one thing we will say is, as part of your membership for Me and My Golf, this is the early release swing faults. You need to go into those other swing faults and you can check out other ones. But at the moment, this is the best one for you. But you need to make sure that you take your time in moving that golf ball further forward. So as we've always said, these videos are very much about you and your improvement in golf. So if you have any questions or whatsoever about your golf, post them down below and we'll get back to you soon. Now, the latest Me and My Golf Weekly on meandmygolf.com is the go-to drive. So that drive you need when the fairway is tighter, when you're under the pressure, you want to create a good score, close out your round, you need a go-to drive.
So if you want to develop your go-to shot, then click the link in the corner, it'll take you straight there, and we'll see you over there. Thanks for watching.